Yes, people, welcome to the Real Talk Football TV reaction. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so we can grow. And you know when we press the notification bell when we are going to be on. I got myself, Shat Tobias in the building. All right, England 6,
Get your flags out,
Iran.
bruv. Get your
England
flags
6,
out, bro.
Iran,
I
Iran
I
2.
hope, I hope you got
It's
the flags
coming home. It's coming home.
out.
England 6,
Yeah.
Iran 2. It's coming home. You know what? Say that all jokes aside, yeah. All jokes aside. Watching England, I think you saw a lot what England are good at and what their frailties are. But one thing you got to say about England, in my opinion, there is a lot of goals in the team. There's goals from most angles, from midfield, out wide, up front, and them scoring 6 goals without Harry Kane bagging, that just shows there is firepower in this England team. I don't know what you think, Tobias.
I reckon it was a run. I reckon
Yeah.
their star keeper getting injured didn't help.
Mm,
England played well, don't get me wrong. Still conceded 2 goals.
mm,
Will he be that brave when he plays against a better side
mm,
in how he's set up?
mm.
I don't know. It's you can never back England now. This is the thing.
No, I know.
You don't even get excited, bro, because you know what the end result usually is. You know
They're
what I
gonna
mean?
suck you in and
Yeah,
spit you right out. Spit you
yeah.
right out. And you,
And
like you,
no, go on.
no, like you said, you can't trust them. They always start off well in tournaments, but I think they have one thing they've got. I think we kind of underestimated that England for the last couple of tournaments have gone deep in tournaments. So at the moment, you would have to say they know how to play tournament football.
Yeah, yeah. You can argue that.
Yeah, they could
But
go on.
during that, throughout that tournament football, it can be argued that it's not been the hardest of draws each time.
Yeah, yeah,
And any time they've came up against any form of resistance, we've hit the buffers.
yeah.
This is why it's hard for me to get excited. Do
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's not as if you're meeting up against Croatia. You expect to beat Croatia. Take
mm,
out their midfield, you expect to beat Croatia.
mm,
So
mm.
even down to Italy didn't even make it this year.
No, no.
So yeah, any form of resistance, yeah, we end up losing or folding. So that's why
Mm,
you can't. And I told you what they need. What you do? You go for pace.
mm.
You go
A
for
lot of it.
pace.
Mm,
Like yeah, Saka and Sterling on the wings, Kane dropping in, whipping it in at any
yeah,
given opportunity. I told you, man.
yeah,
Get them
yeah, yeah,
crosses in. Like,
yeah.
fullback
Runners, runners,
runners
runners in
in.
midfield. Runners in midfield.
Bellingham making them late runs.
Mm,
Great header, by the way.
yeah, that's what I'm about to say. What do you think of Bellingham? Like,
I
is
think
the
he's very
hype
good.
real? He's a very
I
good
think the
player.
hype is real. I think the hype is real with him. I don't.
Mm,
I don't think he's a Sancho
no, no.
in that regard. Where Sancho's here or there. I think Sancho was more about what club he went to.
Mm.
Bellingham can go to any club and fit in.
I look at him, he has aura about him. I look at him, he's got stature, he's a unit, he's
Yeah,
about 6'3", built for being a midfield player, technical ability, can tackle, got a goal in him, and he's a leader. You can see, you know what? I can see him being a future captain.
yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
His
a future.
celebration was said a lot. It wasn't
Mm,
really over the top, like gassed or anything like that. It's just like that's what I'm here to do.
yeah, another day at the office. He's like a 19-year-old with a 28-year-old head.
Yeah,
Like
old man.
he's built different. The youth's
Uh,
built different, and
on the
the
pitch, he's an
the
old
club
man.
he is the club who gets him. They're going to be very very happy. This is
Who
a
will
guy
get
who
him if we go off topic? Apparently, he's not leading, no? Or is that
You can't trust FSG. Where they're getting £100 million from, and if he has a World Cup and he's one of the stars, that's 150. I don't know. I don't think Real Madrid will want him. I know they're saying Real Madrid want him. I just think their midfield is set, and I don't see them spending £150 million or 150 million euros on a midfield player where their heart's set on Mbappe. So that's number one priority. Barcelona can't afford him. City could buy him, but I just don't see him playing for City. I don't know what it is. I just don't know if his style gets the best out of him. City style gets the best out of him. If that's what I'm saying.
Another style that he's got, though. I think he's got it. I think it wouldn't hurt him to go and play under Pep, though. I don't think it would hurt him.
But would he just be another robot and just won't play? You won't see his strengths. You'd just be playing the system, but not playing him. Where I think if he doesn't go City, and I don't see him going Chelsea. He goes to Man United or Liverpool. I think they build the team around him.
But I don't think he's a flamboyant player like that, though. Where he needs to be caged like that. I think he fits into any system quite easily.
Yes, but I just feel like if you've got someone like Bellingham, you can not like fit the team around him in the sense of him playing like the penetrating passes and getting the ball to him, but telling him license to, you know what, we want you every time you get the ball is to get in them box, make late runs and score goals. I just don't see that happening with Man City, the system wise, especially with Haaland there. I think if they played that false nine, like Harry Kane, if they had a Harry Kane who could drop deep and play them little passes around the corner, hold it up, make that number 8, Bellingham making them number 8 runs. But I think with Haaland up there, I just don't think you see the best of Bellingham.
Can he dictate the play? Can Bellingham, if you're spending 150 million on a midfielder, I suspect that you're expecting him to be able to dictate the play of some sort. Huh? Is he that type of player?
No, he's a Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard wasn't the guy who could dictate the tempo of a football match. Steven Gerrard was all action, who could score great goals, great range of long range passing. Didn't break lines with his passing in a sense of, you know, them Thiago passes where breaks the no look reverse passes and break lines like what Scholes could do.
I don't know. I think Gerrard had that. I think he had it.
I don't think he could dictate the tempo of a football match. Xavi Alonso for Liverpool dictated the tempo.
Yeah, I know.
He dictated. Gerrard's strength wasn't that. Gerrard's strength was making penetrating runs, tackling all action, scoring weldies, a proper number 8.
Assist record was quite healthy, man. Especially when you're looking at what he used to do Torres' runs.
Yeah, he was played as the 10. So when Torres played a run, he will play in, but he will play he's got the final ball in him, but dictating the tempo of a football match is completely different. And I think that's not Bellingham's style. I think Bellingham's style, I look at Bellingham, I think if there's a club that suits his style, I do think it's Liverpool with the manager of Klopp. I think it's a suited, but it all depends what Liverpool can do with the wages and the money and tear and what he sees the ambition of Liverpool. Liverpool could have got a next year challenge for Man City. Personally, I think he should stay at Dortmund for one more year. I don't think it will hurt him stay for one more year. You got to remember, he's only 19. It's mad.
Could he end up at Bayern?
I think eventually you want to come home. I don't see him staying in the Bundesliga. I think that's a sideways move. He's just always going to win the Bundesliga and might win a Champions League, but I just feel the next step for him is to come back to England, or it's a Real Madrid or Barcelona, but I just don't feel they'll be after him. It's a lot of money.
He's 19. Yeah. Why? What's the need to come back to England now at 19?
But that's what I said. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised he stays another year or two at Dortmund. He can come when he's 21. That's what I'm saying. So there's no rush.
The money that they're going to throw, there's no way he's going to stay until that age. That's going to be the problem. It's going to be the money that they're going to throw.
He's going to get that money regardless. I don't think with him, I think he's single-minded. I think he wants to be the best player in the world. He has that mentality. I don't think it's about him getting all that money because he could have got that Man United when Man United threw the world at him. I don't think it's about money. I think he's so good is that money will come to him.
But
Money's
them
coming. He
reminders
knows
there,
that.
yeah. Them
Yeah, I
reminders
don't.
there. That's poor from Bellingham, though, man. He should have looked at that midfield and said, I'm walking into this midfield straight away. What are you talking about? He should have come
The
to us. Didn't
rumors,
he return?
of course he would. But the rumors is that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said he couldn't guarantee first team football. That's
Yeah,
mad.
but yeah, that's mad. But himself, his parents looking at it, yeah, they're like, what? But Tommy and Fred, like, come on, like
What
that's
going to a struggling team, a team in disarray with a disarray
high
manager?
expectation.
Yeah, that's dead. That is suicide. Suicide.
Mhm.
Dortmund's the right club. Now he's got a choice of anyone. They all want him now. They all want him. But going back to the game, I think England played well. They scored a lot of goals. But the only but when I watch that game is that they do have frailties. When they play against the top sides, I think you saw what Iran done to them. Iran scored 2. They hit the crossbar.
It
They did get
wasn't
in a few times. It
that
could have been
second
about
half
8-5.
was that
It could
early
have been about
second half.
8-4.
Yeah, that early second half
It,
that wasn't nice, man.
that's what I said. It could have been 8. It could have been at least 8 or 9-4. There was a lots of goals on both sides, and I thought the frailties of England's defense. I think it's going to come back to haunt them. That's my opinion, anyway.
But what are the issues? The issues are them as a two, or them as a unit.
I think as a unit and as a two as a unit as just not good enough. Like I think you to win tournament football, I think defensively and your goalkeeper. And I know Pickford hasn't let England down, but it's coming because I just don't think he's good enough. And he's a hothead. I think he will do something stupid. It's coming. He hasn't done anything yet, but I look at the goalkeeper, I look at the 2 centre halves. When Walker's back, it will make it a lot stronger. But the 2 centre halves and the goalkeeper, I just feel you can't win a tournament with them two. You can't. And if Harry Maguire's injured, you're bringing on Eric Dyer. I look at that. I just think teams will score. Teams will score.
No, if Southgate goes out gung ho, like, yeah, this is how I'm playing. This is it. You got to respect him.
Yeah.
You've got
Fuck
to.
it. I think he should.
He says like,
I think
yeah,
he should.
cool. Like, I've got frailties, but so have you, like, let's go.
Yeah. I think he
Like,
should. I think he should because the defense is dead. Like if you play everybody behind the ball, eventually teams are still going to break you down. And he might say to himself, you know what, F it. I've got firepower everywhere, and I've got firepower off the bench. I might as well just go for it and just go for goals, and see where it takes us. Because being defensive has shown that it still can't win you tournaments.
I was going to say pragmatism hasn't helped him in the past anyway.
No,
so he needs
that's
to,
it.
So try something new. If this is the way he's looking to go. And again, props where it's due. Playing only one holding because Bellingham's clearly not. He's making late runs. So credit for that, and credit for starting Saka. Because Saka's an easy out. Just because he's young and do you know what I mean? He's an easy out, bro. But it's from the start, first game, it comes out with 2 goals.
All right, I'm going to end on Saka. Last 2 minutes on Saka. I like the way it's reversed where he's missed the penalty, he's racially abused and all of that, and he's come back, played well for Arsenal, scored 2 goals. When I watch Saka, I see an efficient winger. I think he does everything good. Doesn't do everything great. And he's no frills and spills, but you know what you're going to get from him. Like on the other hand, Rashford. I think Rashford has more attributes in every department than Saka. The difference is Saka is more consistent. You know what you're going to get from Saka. Saka's going to give you a 7, 8, or 9. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's going to give you a 7 or 8 or 9 every game, where Rashford could be a 9 one week and then a 2 the next week. But if you look at attributes, if you go, who's quicker? Rashford. Who's stronger? Rashford. Who can strike the ball better? Rashford. Finishing might be equal, but the football intelligence is, there you go. That's what I'm saying. Football intelligence and consistency, Saka kills him. And that's the reason why Saka plays. But all other attributes, Rashford's ahead. And he's ahead by a long way.
Saka's got hunger as well.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of hunger in him.
Yeah. He wants to do well. But yeah, he's England have got. I like to see where they play against a better sides. They always get an easy group, but they could get, would it be Senegal or the Netherlands if both of them qualify? So it looks like Netherlands will top the
Did
group,
you
so
watch?
they might
Did
get
you
a
watch any of
Senegal.
the games today? Did you
I
watch
did.
the?
I watched the Wales game. I watched the Wales game. USA. I think England will
Yeah,
steamroll both of them.
I
It's just
know.
personally they're both Premier League games, so like England are like, I don't know, Man City, and then playing against Wales will be like a Southampton,
But
and
the
the same
heart,
will be
the Wales heart will come through. You know, Bale though, Bale penalty. Stop it.
yeah. But I look at them. I think England will steamroll them. I don't know how they stop England. England will
USA
steam
as
through.
well.
Yeah, they'll steam through that group, and then we'll see after that. We'll see. All right, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel so we can grow. We will do the reaction of Brazil versus Serbia. That will be on Thursday, so watch out for that. That's why if you subscribe, you'll see us. You'll see the latest video. Tobias, so leave it on you.
Get the flags out, people, man. Get
It's
the
coming
flags
home.
out.
It's coming home. Oh God. All right, guys, we are Real Talk Football TV, and we are out.